is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Hey, how's everybody going? It's another great day here on the Monster. Hi, Kayla. How you been?
Hey, Rico. I'm good. Oh my gosh, today is a very exciting day. Can't wait.
Exciting day indeed. You know, time zones, it don't matter. We travel, it don't matter. Why? Because, well, let's just say that these guys have been with us here in the Philippines for quite some time. And also the Philippines has a very, very special place in their heart. We'll talk about their story again. This is what, their third time, I think, or fourth time on the show. One in the studio before everything locked down. And during the lockdown, they did share with us a few stories. So this time around, they're going to be talking about an exciting album. And then they're going to be talking about their comeback in the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Oh Wonder. Hey, guys.
Hello.
An intro. How are you doing?
Great. How's everything going?
Yeah, we're really good. We are so excited to be coming to the Philippines.
My God, it's happening. It's happening. Yeah. You make it real. So yeah, we're really excited. We haven't been to the Philippines since 2019.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It's like the longest we've not been there. And we're super excited to leave the UK.
Oh my gosh. So I know that Rico had mentioned that the Philippines is extra special to you guys. So if you wouldn't mind, could you share with us a little bit of your story on why the Philippines is so special to you?
Yeah. So last time we were there with you guys, we what did we do? We had like a crazy day. And then we sneaked off for like a 24-hour holiday in between all the madness of promo and stuff. And this guy proposed to me.
Well, it turns out Philippines is quite a romantic place.
Yeah. Had you planned it to do it in the Philippines?
Yeah, it's a perfect place.
Oh, that's so sweet. And yeah, we were. It was actually like this kind of time. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, Manila time.
Oh my gosh!
And you started like fumbling with your shorts.
I was in a hot tub. We were in a hot tub.
You were like fumbling with your shorts. I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I was like fumbling around and then like popped this ring out, and I was like, "No!" He actually said
great.
no, and
he was
like,
the answer I wanted.
He was like, "Why? What?" I was like, "Oh no, yes." That was basically it. And then we had the most beautiful like evening. And the day after, we were just
the day after we had violent food poisoning.
No, yeah.
And then I ended up in Manila hospital.
Yeah, you're in a hospital, and I had to play a show on my own. So I mean, our love story didn't start well, but start low, and then you're on a good uphill climb to the top. So
I mean, what's going to be your ad lib when you go on stage now that you guys are together? Hopefully no food poisoning this time around. So that's going to be like, she completes me, we complete each other.
Yeah,
that's like the cheesiest show of all time. I love it.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, what's to expect on your show for all the fans? What do you got in store for us?
Yeah, so we've been dreaming about this show for 3 years, so it better be amazing. But it's going to be an evening full of joy and dancing, and also probably a bit of like, I don't know,
definitely
feelings.
Tears from us.
Yeah, we'll be crying, and you'll be doing some sort of Titanic reenacting on the stage.
Yeah, of course, that's what we do, right?
Yeah, we'll be playing loads of old songs, a couple of new tunes. It's just going to be a really special evening for us, like musically, but also, as you say, personally. I think it's going to be like a reminder of the not the good old days, but like it's a really special moment when we decided to spend forever together.
It happened in the Philippines.
It did, yeah. Very excited.
Oh my gosh, amazing. And also, I know that you had mentioned you guys will be touching on some new music. So that brings us to your new album that's going to be coming out really soon. Can you guys tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, so we kind of, during lockdown, we made a two-part album. The first one was called 22 Break, and that was us getting our way through lockdown, trying to figure out...
It's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, it was a breakup album. We had a bit of a wobble during lockdown.
So we got engaged.
Then we had a wobble.
And then the food poisoning maybe wasn't the bottom. Maybe it went a bit lower to like a real black hole of COVID and sadness. But from that, we did what we knew, and we kind of like, this sounds equally as cheesy. It's like we started writing songs about how much we were struggling with each other. And made what is actually quite a beautiful, very vulnerable, very honest record called 22 Break. And it's like 11 songs about breaking up with someone. But
then we wrote 11 happy songs about how great it is to be in love.
Yeah, because I think we realized that, we were meant to be. And so we've written 22 songs, 11 of desperately sad. And 11 are really, really joyful. And you'll be pleased to hear that we only play like one desperately sad song in the set, because I'd end up crying if I play any more. Yes, new album.
I could imagine. I mean, when you know, a lot, if not most people, actually, the couples in the lockdown situation, not a lot made it.
No, it really.
You know, I'm one of them. Didn't make it, but. Yeah, I didn't make it, but it's a birth of something new as well for most. Now, for you guys, was it tough recording that song? That you guys were in front of each other, then you're like, all right, cool, this music. What was the mindset? Can you walk us through?
Yeah. It was kind of weird, because normally we write songs all together. We just sit at a piano and we write songs together. But during that 22 Break album process, we were kind of having ideas separately, kind of putting, I guess, our emotions into words and talking through songs to each other. It was pretty weird.
Yeah, it was really strange. Like, I guess normal couples would kind of, I don't know, come home one day and be like, I need to talk to you about this thing, and whereas we were like, I've got a song to sing for you. It was a bit like, oh, okay, that sounds fantastic. But it was like I don't know, art is an incredible thing. It's an incredible medium. It's really therapeutic, creative, just creativity is amazing. And I think if you can harness the rawness of it and the vulnerability in it, it's actually a really healing thing. And I think it brought us back together, because we were like, in some strange way, like music is the thing that binds us. It's the reason why we're together, I suppose, on some like really deep level. So these songs are like so special to us. They saved us, I guess.
What was the most awkward line from the song for you guys? What was the most awkward line? Like something was said about you not doing the dishes and the other one not cleaning the bathroom, or which one was it?
There's one which it's actually the chorus. It's a cool chorus. It says, "Don't let the neighborhood hear just how fucked up it's got in here." That's pretty heavy.
Screaming at the top of my lungs, am I not good enough? Am I not good enough to be loved by you? It's like dark. It's really heavy. Dark.
We didn't know we were getting such darkness.
But it's cool. Rawness and truth is a good thing, I think. So, yeah.
For sure. I mean, oh my gosh, I felt that. My heart is shaken. Oh my gosh. But I mean, in terms of like the songwriting process for you guys, is there like, a process that you follow when writing songs?
Yeah, we kind of like have our thing, which we tend not to sway from, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do everything together. So like we'll never be doing anything Oh Wonder related when we're not in the room together. So we'd never work on ideas separately. It would always be kind of on top of each other, which is great, and that's how it works.
But we've realized since we've started working with other people, other artists, just opening doors and working with other people, but we've realized that we're really blunt with each other, because after working together for so many years, you develop like a secret language, which actually to other people is really rude. So like when we like if we're together and you like sing something, I'm like, no, that's rubbish. Like
sometimes you just look at me and I'm like, I know this.
And like someone else is like, sorry, that's really
You
quite,
can't say
that's
that,
quite,
it's
that's quite
feelings.
rude. And I'm like, oh, no, he understands.
It's always that way around.
Yeah.
Because if I told Josephine her ideas are bad,
I'd be really, really upset. Yeah, so we've got no ego. Well, you've got no ego.
my ego's
Yeah.
been crushed.
Yeah, but it's really cool working with you. I really like
thanks.
it. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
and doing this for many, many years, like, yeah, you know, it's like an audition every time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the awkwardness of that song that the line you were talking about, what was like the happiest one that it was like, oh man, when you wrote it or when you sang that part, that certain part for each other for this track, you still feel like, wow, you feel a tingle in your spine kind of feeling.
Yeah, we have a song on the new album called Magnificent. And the chorus is like, if I never told you my name, we would be strangers. And I wonder what we'd have made if we were two, nothing as magnificent. And I hold that lyric like really dear to me, because it's like, if I imagine what my life would look like without you in it, it just wouldn't be as good. That's it. That's, you know, and it's amazing. Like, you know, Rico, you're like, I don't know if you found someone else post-COVID, but like there's that joyful bit when you meet someone for the first time and you're like, hey, I'm Rico. That can be like the start of something
crazy.
So crazy. And you don't, at the time, you're just like, hey, what's up? How's it going? And like, but that's like the starting line. And I find that like so interesting, because you have no idea how big something is. It's the smallest thing that could just burst. It's really cool. Yeah.
And how do you tend to encapsulate moments like that, whether it's happiness or sadness, like to capture that moment? Do you have a pen and paper? Do you have a voice note? Like, okay, this is a moment. Do you have that? Both of you guys, you have like, all right, some moment, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've got quite good at kind of almost like photographing the moments in our head, storing them, and then when we write a song, we can dip into that. It's like a database of cool moments
and of feelings. Yeah. Some people are really amazing at like writing lyrics and having, you know, coming to a songwriting session going, I've got this song basically written, but I've never done that. It all just comes at the same moment, you know.
Yeah.
Strange.
So, I mean, leading up to writing Magnificent, I mean, this is a song that we play on the Monster so much. Such a beautiful, beautiful song. But like, what is the backstory behind it? Like, what led you guys to that moment?
Probably a lot of the 22 Break album was obviously a lot of sadness and a lot of pain getting to that point. So I think Magnificent was like a breakthrough for us of like, we need a song that is going to burst us out of the bubble of feeling low. And
I was also like, the verses are about being on an airplane. And I think, you know, in COVID, none of us traveled anywhere. We didn't go anywhere or see anything.
Being like, I wonder what it's like to travel.
Yeah.
I remember it's weird.
And there was that really weird bit. Do you remember where there were people in Australia that were like getting on an airplane and then like flying around Australia just for the experience of being on a plane, which I was like, this is really, the world is ending. There's something really beautiful that travel gives you. It's that moment in limbo, like you're hovering between, you know, what was and what will be, and you're just in the air or on a train or in the car or whatever it is. And you're like or I am at least, like very reflective and very nostalgic. And you're just like, I don't know, in between things.
It's because time doesn't exist, I guess, in the air.
Yeah, that's true.
Like hovering over time zones.
Yeah. And I was craving that feeling of being in the air and having like, I think you get perspective, especially on a plane. Like, it's the most beautiful privilege to be away from your life. Like, you're literally like thousands of feet in the air and you're like, this is really like big stuff, but you're just really, you have a massive macro world view of your life. And I always get like flooded with gratitude when I'm traveling anywhere, because I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I'm flying from here and I'm going to something really, you know, it's really beautiful. So I think it was just about that moment. Magnificent. Yeah. Strange.
I mean, speaking of moments, in the UK, there's so many things that's happening now. You know, a couple of weeks ago, it was the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert that went down. And then also the passing of the Queen. Condolences to everybody there. You know, have you guys been writing music in these moments when it came, you know, this extreme emotions?
Yeah, we actually haven't been recently, but I feel like I said before, we're probably, without thinking about it, we're internalizing them and probably they'll pop out when we next get in the studio.
No doubt.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange things happening right now, especially it feels like in the UK. It's amazing right now. There's like a queue around the whole of London.
It's like the most. I read a really funny article today. It's like the most British. So I don't know if you guys have this stereotype of us, but British people are like famed for joining a queue. Like we love a queue. If there's something going on, we get into like this really orderly line, and everyone's really happy just to like stand in a line.
Right now, there's like a 6-mile queue in London.
It's like it's 10 miles. It takes you like days to form this queue just to pay your respects to the Queen's coffin. But it's such a beautiful British thing that we're all just like, we'll get in the queue, we'll endure the rain, and it will be, it will be marvelous. And I there's something really poignant in such loss for a nation that there's. I don't know, people are like really happy
really
just
joining together
to stand behind each other and wait. Like there's something really beautiful about that.
And do people talk to each other? Do they share stories of the Queen?
There's a lot of that. They're even saying like a lot of people have like struck up like relationships and like.
There's a radio show over here, like akin to your guys' like morning show. And they're like, if you meet somebody in the queue, text us. And there's people being like, I've just been on a date with this guy in the queue. Like we went to London. It's like so cute.
So
it's like it's so British.
It's like
find love in queue. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute. I can imagine there's some music and there's some songs coming out of this whole experience.
Yeah. Our 6th album's just going to be called The Queue.
All right, but if you were to sing one of your songs for the Queen, what song would it be in this whole tribute?
I've got a really good one. Okay, ready?
Wait. Yeah, I think it's the same one.
Which one?
No one else can wear your crown.
Yeah. Our 3rd album was called No One Else Can Wear Your Crown.
I think that's pretty perfect.
Pretty good. There's a song called Dust on it. And yeah, that's the lyric. No one else can wear your crown. It's true. I mean, I love King Charles, but also it's not the Queen was.
The Queen was badass.
Absolute badass. She was amazing. She was wicked. So cool. Yeah.
And what would be your song for King Charles?
Oh God.
We are yet to write it. No, that's our next project.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's done
well.
But he's just lost his mum, and he's having to,
take over the country.
It's pretty wild. I can't imagine what that feels like to have.
And the whole world is watching.
Yeah, wait on you. He's doing remarkably well. He's a dude. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, at this point in the interview, I know because Rico and I in our radio program, we usually do this thing called traffic thoughts. So really random questions. So if we can bring this into our interview, I'm going to open it up with this first question that I really love to ask our musicians, especially. So when writing a song, what to you is more important, lyrics or like good music?
Music for me.
Music. Ooh.
It's
really hard. That's really hard. Lyrics. Oh, did I say that? I said that. Lyrics. Yeah.
But I mean, that's great. At least, you guys balance each other out.
Compliment each other.
You compliment each other. Exactly.
This is true.
What will be that song that you wish you have written?
I know what yours is.
Yeah, mine's really easy. So Joni Mitchell wrote a beautiful song called A Case of You. And I actually had the good fortune to hear, I went to a festival last weekend in London and James Blake played it. And it just him at the piano. There was like a noise curfew and he's like, they've cut me off, but I've still got my piano. And he just sang A Case of You. And it's just the most beautiful song.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would yours be?
Mine would be probably 15 Steps by Radiohead. Just love it. It's an unbelievable tune.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
I
unbelievable.
don't think I've ever heard you listen to that.
We listened to it last weekend.
Oh, okay.
Didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Okay. There's some memories.
I have a tiny memory. Tiny.
Oh gosh. And okay, for another question for our traffic thoughts. Oh my gosh. It was at the tip of my tongue, Rico. Oh my gosh. I'm drawing a blank right now. Do you have another traffic thought that's at the tip of your tongue?
What was that one advice that someone gave you when you guys were starting out your careers, and also that advice you carry with you now?
Mine would be rely on no one else, and do all the work that you can, and good things will happen. No one's going to create the fortune for you. You can create the fortune yourself. If you want to make a song, figure out how to write it, produce it, finish it, mix it, get it out in the world.
Yeah, it's a good one. Mine would be, and I think this like transcends deeper than just being an artist or music. I think is just be yourself and be authentic, because I think it's really easy in life, but especially when you're in the music industry, to try and be something that you're not, or make music that isn't authentic or doesn't feel real, to try and appease someone else. But I think the best art, the best relationships, the best friendships, the best relationship you have with yourself always comes when you're just honest and real. So that's what I would say to anyone. Just make music or make art or say things that are important to you and that are real.
Okay, I do recall now. The thought came back to me. So I know that. You had mentioned.
What's your favorite sandwich filling? That would be great.
We can throw that in. That would be awesome too. But so I know that you mentioned, doing everything on your own. But if you were to open up to a dream collaboration, who would that be with?
Oh, that's a good question.
So many.
Let's make it more complicated. Dead or alive?
I'd go with
Dead or alive. Oh gosh, that's even worse.
I'd go with Feist, because she's amazing. She's not my favorite singer.
Yeah, she's amazing. I am also like unbelievably obsessed. Well, currently obsessed with. Oh, 3. Can I have 3? Might I have 3?
Go.
Maybe we'll start a band together. That would be cool.
There you go. That's cool.
Okay, so in the band is me, Dua Lipa. I'm obsessed with her. Jacob Collier. And then Chris Martin. Wow, it'd be quite a good band.
Sorry. Chris Martin was with Dua Lipa at one point.
Was it?
And him and Jake Collier are friends. So you're the one.
I'm just hanging out.
You're joining their band.
I'm bringing the vibe. Yeah. Who's this girl? Hanging in the corner.
Are you gonna do the dance moves like that too? You got it all down.
Dancing in the corner. They'll be like, okay, that's cool.
For those that are tuning in, of course, you have Anthony, you have Josephine. Oh Wonders joining us. They do got a big show that is happening in Manila. Of course, what's in store for all your fans? Are you going to be performing? Is there a portion there where you're going to do an all request that people could ask for songs?
That's a dangerous idea. But I like it.
But a great one.
Yeah, because the chances are high that we can't play the song. I wish we were like a karaoke machine. You could just put a coin in.
I know that would be the dream.
We're gonna play a lot of songs, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a 7.5-hour show, so bring snacks. No, it's gonna be full of just. I think there's a real mix of songs in the set. We've been rehearsing actually. And there's a good mix of there's one to dance to, there's one to cry to, there's one to smile to. There's a good range of emotion. There's going to be an emotional evening in a good way.
Yeah, we were super excited.
So excited, yeah.
And with you guys, of course, other than this tour, you guys have been performing already. How was that first day back on stage? Can you walk us through
so bad.
Performing the songs that you've written in the studio, but to actually perform it in front of the crowd? How was that?
So weird, man. It was amazing, but I was nervous. I don't get nervous ever.
Yeah, it felt to me do you guys have the egg and spoon race? Do you have this race?
Yeah, we have that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We have it. We have a calamansi. It's it's a calamansi and spoon, and that's what we do.
Wait, that's still an egg?
No, a calamansi, it's like a lime. It's like a key lime. I think it's a small lime, and it just because it's cheaper, it don't break.
Although less risky, because if you drop it, an egg splits everywhere. I guess
that's bad.
That is bad. It's a waste of an egg.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but that's really good. I'm going to try that. A calamansi on a spoon. because the first show to me, what my brain went to was like, it felt like someone had asked me to do an egg and spoon race, but with like 3 eggs on top of each
At
other.
1,000 miles an
Oh my
hour.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't think I can do this. And then you walk on stage and your whole body goes, nope, can't do it. You know what I mean? Because there's all your muscles have not
Yeah.
remembered.
I got on stage, looked at my guitar, and I went, "What is this?" So, yeah, we got through it.
Yeah, 2 years was a long time.
Yeah, it's a big gap.
It felt crazy. It felt like mad. And I think from the second show, we were like, okay, we got this. But that first one was so many eggs. It was bad.
Too many eggs.
Too many eggs.
Oh gosh. And I mean, with you guys coming back to the Philippines, do you have a fan for your, or do you have a message for your fans here in the Philippines?
We are, it's been too long, Philippines. We are so excited to be in your unbelievable country again. And we've got a day off, which we never have. We never have days off.
So we need recommendations of places. When I say places to go, I mean places to
Places
eat.
that are not going to put me in hospital. Anything that doesn't put me in hospital is good.
we wanna eat some really good food and hang out, and we're really excited. But thank you to all our fans in the Philippines for your support, and it means so much to us that we get to come to your beautiful country and perform our songs. It's like the greatest honor. Yeah.
So you had the proposal here, and then maybe this time around it could be a honeymoon trip since you have a day off.
There
I
we
like
go.
it.
A 1-day honeymoon.
24 hours.
I'm down for
What's
it.
like the most romantic thing we could do in Manila? Have you got any good tips?
You could go ride the calesa. It is a horse. It's like a trolley. Yeah, it's a trolley and a a carriage. And a trolley, a carriage.
Yeah.
You could go to Manila tour, and you can go check out the different museums there. And also
that's better than riding a horse. I don't think I
So you ride it through. You ride the carriage through the different parts of Intramuros, Fort Santiago, and all the old Spanish War. Man, that got me thinking. I mean, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah,
right?
the historical part. It's really beautiful. The buildings, a lot of history.
That sounds beautiful. Amazing.
Yeah.
So it could be something like that, or you could just go to Manila traffic, wherein you could just sit in the car, look at each other, and just think, "Wow,
wow,
wow."
I remember the traffic.
It's such an honor.
Yeah,
you'd be like,
I love this traffic light. So good. Yeah.
But since your last trip, did you ever write a song while you guys were in Manila? Did you ever write a song while you guys were here in the Philippines?
Yeah, we actually did. We wrote a song called "Don't You Worry," which is actually it's our most romantic song.
I think there's a lot of love in Manila.
There's some love going on clearly. But yeah, we wrote a song. We were playing a show, and in the dressing room, you were like noodling on your guitar, and we started singing this tune, which we ended up releasing in during COVID. We made an EP called the Home Tapes EP, and it's a song called "Don't You Worry," which we wrote in Manila. So wow, what's going to happen next time we're there? It's going to be like crazy. What's bigger than
we'll write some songs on horseback.
Take me away.
That could be a good song. Take me away.
The New Old Town Road.
Right. That would be a hit indeed. I mean, this is something to look forward to. Many of your fans are excited. Now, you guys, you make music so organically, and there's a lot of here in the Philippines, especially here on the Monster, we do have their indie ground movement. We're in people write songs, there are new artists tuned in, a lot of new creatives. Do you have any advice that you guys could give to those who are writing songs but don't know how to perform it outside of their bedroom and try to make that hit as well?
Yeah.
Firstly, congratulations on being creative and making stuff, because it's really, really hard to try and make something from nothing. It's really scary.
Second of all, I'd say don't be scared that no one will like it, because there will be someone that likes it.
Yeah.
There'll always be someone, and sometimes that's a lot of people, and sometimes it's like not that many people, but someone will like it other than you.
Yeah.
So don't be scared to show it to people.
And kind of what I was saying earlier, just make stuff that you like, that feels good, that feels real. And also, like, the world is really kind, actually. And I think there's something really powerful in sharing what you've made with someone. And as you say, like, yeah, like maybe one person will like it, but maybe 1 million people will like it. And that's kind of the crazy thing about this current world we're in, is that good stuff travels. So yeah, don't be fearless and be brave and keep making stuff. Because also, like, that's a really good tip, actually. I was listening to, do you know Chet Faker, the artist? He was on a podcast and he said something really beautiful, which is like, nobody ever makes anything perfect at the start. And actually all the art is, and music, or any form of art, is about just sharing your journey to trying to make something perfect. And I thought that was really nice, because if you wait for something to be perfect, you'll be waiting forever, because there's no such thing.
Yeah, nothing's ever finished either.
No, so it's actually just really, really nice and really freeing to release something that is like showing your journey to making something, you know, amazing. That's all art is, really. You're just sharing your process.
Yeah.
And I guess, I mean, speaking of the process, like, how do you guys know when a song is finished and you can just let go of it and not touch it anymore?
Yes.
I think when we don't want to go in the studio anymore. When you've heard the song so I reckon, I'd love to know how many times.
We should count up next time. It's definitely in the hundreds, maybe thousands,
yeah.
That you're listening to the same song.
And you listen to it differently. When you start listening to it like differently, and you're like, I don't like it. When you start not liking it, you're done.
Yeah. There's a weird bit, like, I guess you guys know when you're a listener, you find a song that you like and it's new and you're like, oh, I like this. And then you listen to it like 100 times and you enjoy every listen.
And then there'll be a point.
You're like, I've heard this song too much. I don't like this song anymore. That's the point. You release
That's how we were at work. I tell Kayla this at work. Everything sounds the same. Everything sounds the same. You know what I mean? It's like 20 songs you're playing and it sounds the same. I mean, you know what I mean?
What's your guys' favorite song at the moment that you're playing?
Wow. That is a tough question.
Yeah.
That is a tough one.
I'm just going to throw out there, because a lot of the songs nowadays are sampling stuff from like the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'm loving that. I'm loving that in general. Yeah.
I like the Madonna and Beyonce one. It sounds weird, I know, but there's a Madonna Beyonce Queen remix of the song
Break
that
My
it took.
Soul.
It took parts of Vogue, and it took parts of Break My Soul, and they put it all together.
Whoa.
And it made a lot of sense, because it's sort of like transcending to the 90s, late 80s, early 90s beat and vibe. And it was just like, all right, cool. This is something familiar, because I was born in the 80s, but I'm going through that musical phase of the 2000s or maybe beyond. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can relate to this. You know what I mean?
That's cool. I'll check that out. I love Beyonce's new record. I'll listen to that. That sounds great.
Do you ever see yourself making a dance collaboration music?
Josephine really wants to make.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually said this morning over breakfast, didn't I? I was like,
yeah, you woke up, you're like, I want to make a dance record.
I've been out dancing a lot this summer, because I missed, that was like the biggest thing I missed in COVID, was just dancing, which you can do in your house on your own, but it's not as good. And I really want to make a dance record. And I also really want to, I want to be like at a festival or a show or a club or something, and look up and see a woman DJing, because there's so few of us. Not that I DJ, to be fair, but like there's so few women who are like making like dance music. It's like so many guys, which is great. But that's my next project, is to try and learn how to do that. So stand by. Also, just think it'd be really fun to spend the rest of your life making like dancing with other people, making people dance with you. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. It's cool.
See a Neverland, you know what I mean? Be like 3, 2, 1. Then Anthony with his guitar, with no shirt, with the cryos just shooting.
Oh no, there's a whole thing.
This sounds like our Philippine show.
Right. Like that heavy metal moment there, you're like Slash, you know what I mean? So we continue on with some of our random questions. For you guys, I mean, you're going through the different stages. You guys are big. And when did you guys know that you're like, all right, cool, we made it? What was that moment that we're like, Wow.
Weirdly, like I haven't had like there's like loads of mini moments, right? But they don't add up to like one big moment.
It's only in hindsight when
It's
you.
yeah, it's all hindsight.
It's
isn't
all
it?
It's so strange. When you're in it, you're like, well, this is normal. But when I look back at some of the things that we've done, I'm like, this is very abnormal. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, I don't know.
Actually, one of the craziest moments was we played Samsung Hall in Manila. That was mad. We were like, how do all these people know us?
That was mad because I
like
remember going for
crazy.
dinner and there was a guy that was like a security guard that was like, oh, I'll come with you to dinner. And we were like, no, we'll be fine. He was like, oh no, I'll just walk behind you. And we were like, no, but we're fine. We're just gonna go for dinner. It's fine. And we went into this restaurant, and then all of a sudden, like 200 people appeared, like trying to look at us eating dinner. We were like, sorry, wait, why?
And they have their cameras in front like that, right?
Yeah. I think like for me, it's always the tattoos that freak me out a lot.
Yeah. When people choose to write your songs.
Yeah. Or like there's people that have our faces tattooed on them. And like the other day we played a show in England, and at the end of that, like this person held up a sign that was like, please sign my arm. So like, you know, like a show that it's like dark and you're like full of adrenaline and you're a bit sweaty and you're like, oh, I'll just quickly sign your arm. And I just got like a Sharpie and like wrote my name on like quite big on her arm, and then woke up the next day and I saw like a picture that she put on Twitter, and it was like, thanks so much for your signature, I've got it tattooed on me. And I was like, what? I did that in the dark with like my eyes closed and it just has like my name like down her arm. I was like, that's mad. That's amazing. Yeah, really terrifying. Anytime anybody gives me a Sharpie now, I'm like, are you going to tattoo this? Because if you are, I'll
do it properly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Obviously like, getting a tattoo of your guys' lyrics, like that sounds crazy. But if you had to get a tattoo of any of your guys' lyrics, what would you choose to get tattooed?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
I'm thinking about getting magnificent written on me.
Are you?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite words.
Is it?
It's a very positive word.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
Yeah, you're gonna get one as well?
No, absolutely not. I'm actually gonna get this is our new album cover. We're just signing them at the moment, which I have them, but I love this little smiley face. Wait, where is it there?
Cool.
So I might get this smiley face tattooed on my face.
On your face?
No, but somewhere on me. There's actually a really funny story about tattoos that involves my dad, which is that, so you've got one of our first songs that we ever made called Heart Hope on your leg, and I've got it on my ankle. And my dad, bless him, said when I was younger, he was like, if you ever get a tattoo, I'm going to get exactly the same thing. And I was like, yeah, sure. And the first tattoo I ever got was one of our songs, Heart Hope. I got it when we played our first show in LA. And the day after, my dad went to this like really bad tattoo shop in the middle of nowhere in America. And he walked in, he was like, hello, I'd like to get Heart Hope tattooed on my leg, like my daughter's. And the guy in the shop was like, okay, cool. Do you have the font? Like, do you have a picture of it? He was like, no,
just anything.
He was like, just anything will do. So my dad now, age 65, got his first tattoo and it says Heart Hope on his leg. But
and
then
above it is a huge OW,
which he just added in for good measure. And now I was like, Dad, you're such a joker. He was like, I'm a man of my word. I said I would get one. He's such, so now like you have a
tattoo with your dad.
Tattoo with my dad, which is quite creepy. So we've got
get another one. Get a butterfly.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
doesn't know about, so he's gonna end up covered. Very cute.
That'll be something. I wonder what kind of thing. Won't forget, once again, for those out there that are watching us, we are coming to you live, and we're in 2 countries, the Philippines and in London. They are joining us, of course. The big show that is happening. Invite all your fans.
Guys, we are pumped to see you.
We are. We're playing on the 27th of September, which is in like 12 days. That's mad.
That is mad.
And we're playing in Alabang in Manila, and we're very, very excited. I think there's tickets available if you want to come for a good time, an emotional time. In that I'll be crying, you'll be topless and singing songs from Titanic.
I'm in. I'm in.
It's gonna be great.
It's a big show indeed. And of course, the Monster is the official concert station to catch you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking
Thank
time.
you.
It
For
was so
letting
nice
us.
to see you guys again after so long.
Yeah, thank you.
I
so
know,
much.
and we cannot wait to watch your show. We'll be there, and we'll
Mhm.
have a little heart sign, and hopefully get a tattoo in the forearm.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you for taking time. All right. And of course,
Appreciate
message to all your fans.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to our music.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate every listen and all of you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you. Big love.
Kayla.
Amazing. Thank you guys. And we look forward to watching you guys here as well. Just gonna throw in there, Miguel is a huge fan of your guys's and he is sending his love. So yeah, we look
Aw.
forward to watching your concert here.
Thanks, thanks for having us,
Awesome.
guys. So good to see you.
Appreciate it so
And,
much.
and I got one more question. What advice can you guys give to, for those that are in love to keep that, relationship interesting? Because you guys seem to have it all figured out. And,
we
You don't.
what advice can you guys give?
One of the, I guess, was never compare yourself to anyone if you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because everyone, relationships are made up of two very different people who are going through very different things. And I don't know, it's tough to compare yourself to anyone these days.
Yeah.
And it's too easy to as well.
Yeah.
Concentrate on yourself and your partner.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some great advice.
They like share your food, but that's way better.
Well, thank you very much, Anthony, Josephine. Thank you for
Thank
taking
you.
time with us. We
Big
appreciate
love.
it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
You guys have a safe trip, and we'll catch
We'll
you
see you soon.
here
See
in
you
Manila.
soon.
All right, ladies and
No
gentlemen,
way.
give it up for a wonder. Bye, guys.
See you later.
Bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Wow, there you have it.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome couple. Great music. Of course, the big show is going to be happening. If you haven't had tickets yet, go get some tickets. Once again, the big show is going to be over at the Phil Invest Tent, Manila, September 27th. Oh Wonder Asian Tour 2022. Kayla, wow.
Looking forward.
All right.
Definitely
So
excited.
we're gonna
Yes.
to keep us busy. So keep it locked in the Monster. Of course, we are the official concert station to the show. Thank you very much to the couple once again, to Anthony, to Josephine for sharing with us, man, the process of making music and just creating and living life. That's what life is all about. It's a celebration indeed. Till then, thank you guys for watching. My name is Rico Robles.
I'm Kayla Rivera.
And this has been another Monster exclusive interview.
Monster exclusive